Ever wondered when that old car in your garage becomes a classic? Or why some cars are considered classics while others are not? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of classic cars. Buckle up and let's get started. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more exciting content. Today, we're answering a question that's on the minds of many car enthusiasts. When is a car considered a classic? But first, what do you think makes a car a classic? Is it the age? The design? Or perhaps its cultural impact? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Alright, let's shift gears and delve into what truly makes a car a classic. Contrary to popular belief, there's more to a car being a classic than just its age. In fact, the age, price, and historic status all play a role in determining whether a car is a classic, an antique, or a vintage. Firstly, the age of the car is a crucial factor. Typically, a car is considered a classic if it's more than 20 years old. However, some argue that a car needs to be at least 40 years old to be a classic, as this is the age at which vehicles are exempt from paying vehicle excise duty, VD. But age isn't the only factor. The car's historic status also plays a role. Each state has certain guidelines that a car needs to follow to qualify for a historic status license plate. And let's not forget the price. According to HMRC, His Majesty's Revenue and Customs defines a classic car as a car that is older than 15 years with a value of £15,000 or more. However, it's important to note that this doesn't necessarily determine a vehicle's status as a classic car in a broader sense. Different organizations and enthusiasts may have their own criteria based on factors like historical significance, cultural impact, design, and rarity. For example, the DVLA defines a historic vehicle which often overlaps with classic cars as one that is over 40 years old and has not undergone substantial changes in the last 30 years. DVLA stands for the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency. It's an executive agency of the UK government responsible for several key tasks related to drivers and vehicles in the United Kingdom. Lastly, the design and cultural impact of the car can also contribute to its classic status. A car's design, its appearance in popular films or TV series, and even the nostalgia it evokes can all add to its appeal as a classic. So, as you can see, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to when a car becomes a classic. It's a combination of factors that together determine a car's classic status. A car is considered a classic based on several factors, including its age, historic status, and cultural impact. Here's a detailed explanation. 1. Age. Vintage car, manufactured between 1919 and 1930. Antique car, manufactured 1975 or earlier, more than 45 years old. Classic car, manufactured 2000 or earlier, more than 20 years old. However, there's no definitive answer for what makes a car a classic. Some consider a car to be a classic if it's exempt from paying vehicle excise duty, VED, which is often the case for 40-year-old vehicles. Here are some other classifications for cars. Veteran, manufactured prior to 1918. Vintage, manufactured between 1919 and 1930. Post-vintage, manufactured between 1931 and 1949. Classic acceptance, manufactured between 1950 and 1969. Modern classic, manufactured between 1970 and 198. Historic status. The historic status of a car can affect its classification as vintage, antique, or classic. U.S. states have varied historical designations and license plates recognizing classic, historical, or antique vehicles. Vehicles that meet individual states' criteria can apply for antique or classic, vintage, historic vehicle, or horseless carriage license plates. Cultural impact. A number of vehicles are considered classics because of the mark they've left on culture. Popular films, TV series, and fashion trends have shaped our opinions on cars for many years and continue to decide the classics of the future. Design. More often than not, the design of a car is treated as more important than what's under the bonnet. Whether it's bench seats, fender mirrors, or shark fins you're after, a quirky design can also help a car achieve classic status. Nostalgia. Car enthusiasts will often consider a model a classic for nostalgic reasons. A particular model can bring back fond memories of childhood from a bygone era. Classic cars are often older cars of historical interest that are collectible and tend to be restored rather than scrapped. For insurance and registration purposes, the car should have been kept to its original design and specifications. Now that we've uncovered the mystery of what makes a car a classic, let's take a look at some iconic classic cars in our next segment. In this segment, we're going to highlight some of the most iconic classic cars that have left an indelible mark on the automotive world. First up is the 1964 Aston Martin DB5. This car is not just a classic, it's a legend. Known for its appearance in the James Bond film Goldfinger, the DB5 embodies the elegance and sophistication that classic cars are known for. Next, we have the 1966 Ford Mustang. With its powerful engine and sleek design, the Mustang quickly became a symbol of American muscle cars and remains a classic to this day. And who can forget the 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air? With its distinctive tail fins and chrome details, the Bel Air is a perfect example of 1950s automotive design at its best. But these are just a few examples. The world of classic cars is vast and diverse, with each car having its own unique story and charm. That's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of classic cars. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. And remember, whether it's a 1964 Aston Martin DB5 or a 1966 Ford Mustang, every classic car has a story. What's yours? Until next time, keep the engines running. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more car-related content. See you in the next one.